Chapter 14. Eliminating the tax filing and bookkeeping burdens. Unlocking value for all.
As we said, all taxpayers under the ABT tax are free from filing tax returns and complying with the IRS code. Let's say that again. No one, individuals or corporations, will have to file tax returns ever. This might sound like a nice little bonus feature, but in fact, this is a shockingly valuable proposition. Consider how much individual citizens spend on tax preparations each year. Not what they pay in taxes, mind you, just what they spend on preparation. Using IRS information from 2022, the Tax Foundation estimates that preparation costs were in the billions of dollars. Compliance costs for all individual taxpayers are nearly $74 billion, and for corporations, more than $60 billion. This is not the cost of paying taxes, but only the cost of filing. The time consumption to file is further burdensome to individual tax filers. Americans spend 6.5 billion hours just trying to comply with the tax code. CNBC's Mackenzie Sigalos put it well when she reported,
"Filing taxes seems almost painful by design here in the U.S. The IRS estimates the average taxpayer spends 12 hours working on it and ends up paying an average of $230 to get their paperwork filed. Just take my case. I work for a company that's based in New Jersey, but I live in New York and in Manhattan specifically. So I have to pay federal income tax, state income tax for both New Jersey and New York, plus the city income tax for Manhattan. That is a whole lot of paperwork."
Mark Sturber, Chief Tax Information Officer at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, elaborated further.
I don't care who you are or what economic situation you're in, high, medium, low, no income, unemployed, you've got a complicated tax profile, as low-income taxpayers qualify for a variety of tax benefits. High-income people, a variety of tax breaks and other benefits. People in the middle, they're in the phase-out. They may qualify or they may not qualify.
Remember, today's individuals and corporations must self-declare and self-file the amount of tax they owe, an obligation filled with the potential for abuse and underpayment. So now, imagine the efficiency of a banking automated tax extracted through digital technology, with no effort or action taken from individuals. And then consider this hidden reality: that the complicated, punitive, and impenetrable maze we know as the U.S. tax code, in all its many pages of glory, is so cumbersome that complying with it through the use of accountants, bookkeepers, tax attorneys, etc., is very difficult to calculate and estimate, and acts as a burden that drags on the economy, company operations, and everyone working. The cost of compliance is compounded by the difficulty of quantifying costs rooted in the loss of opportunity due to the burden of compliance. Overall, some have estimated this excess burden to amount to as much as 18% to 22% of each tax dollar collected. Put another way, this excess burden is estimated to be equal to 1.4% of GDP. More dynamically, we would significantly improve in our efficiency if our cumbersome self-declaratory tax filing system was replaced with a simple automated tax system. Though it's difficult to calculate, removing this excess burden will result in the savings of a few percent per the cost of every good or service in the marketplace. Imagine for a moment what could be accomplished with these billions of dollars if they were freed from accounting and tax departments. Imagine if everything you bought were a couple percent cheaper, all because companies did not have compliance and accounting costs added into the price of every product and service. Across the board, Americans will receive an unlocked value each year by removing this burden. This is what technology and the ABT tax can accomplish: